Good evening, and welcome to Shadowline News. I'm bringing you breaking developments in a story that has sent shockwaves through Kenya's legal community and sparked nationwide outrage. The mysterious death of Albert Ojwang, a teacher and social media influencer, has ignited fierce debate about police accountability and the safety of citizens in custody. Albert Ojwang was a 30-something educator from Voi who had built a significant following on social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter. On Saturday, June 7, 2025, Ojwang had traveled to Migori town to visit family when his life took a tragic turn. According to his father, Meshach Ojwang Opio, plainclothes police officers arrived at their location and arrested Albert without much explanation, stating only that he had insulted their boss on X. The arrest was linked to what authorities described as a derogatory post concerning Deputy Inspector General of Police David Lagat. Rather than being taken to a local police station in Migori, Ojwang was transported hundreds of kilometers to Nairobi and held at the central police station. This unusual decision to transfer him to the capital has raised questions about the nature of his alleged offense and why local authorities could not handle the matter. By Sunday morning, June 8, less than 24 hours after his arrest, Albert Ojwang was dead. National Police spokesperson Muchiri Nyaga confirmed that Ojwang had been lawfully arrested by DCI detectives for false publication. However, the official police narrative became the center of intense scrutiny when authorities claimed Ojwang died by suicide after allegedly injuring himself while alone in his cell. Nairobi Central Police boss Stephen Okal stated that Ojwang was found with serious head injuries believed to be self-inflicted and was rushed to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The police version of events suggests that after hitting his head against the cell wall, he sustained fatal injuries in what they described as an attempted suicide. This official account has been met with widespread skepticism and outright rejection from Kenya's legal establishment. Law Society of Kenya President Faith Odhiambo delivered a scathing response, firmly dismissing the police statement and demanding answers surrounding what she termed the mysterious death of Ojwang. Speaking at Central Police Station on Sunday, Odhiambo highlighted critical inconsistencies in the police narrative that have fueled suspicions of foul play. According to Odhiambo, the family had confirmed that Albert was actively communicating with friends who were already organizing a fundraiser to raise bail money in anticipation of his court appearance. This evidence, she argued, contradicts any suggestion that Ojwang was in a state of despair that might lead to self-harm. The LSK President's revelation paints a picture of a man who was planning for his release and legal defense, not someone contemplating suicide. The legal community's response has been swift and uncompromising. Odhiambo emphasized that just as Kenyans are expected to abide by the rule of law, police too must follow legal procedures. She has demanded that the Independent Policing Oversight Authority take immediate action, calling for independent investigations and a prompt post-mortem examination to prevent any tampering with evidence. Human rights organizations have also joined the chorus of condemnation. Amnesty International Kenya issued a strong statement declaring that no Kenyan should lose their life while in police custody, especially under the protection of those entrusted with their safety. The organization has called for speedy, thorough, and independent investigations by both IPOA and the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, with findings to be made public and responsible officers held accountable. The incident has triggered a broader conversation about systemic issues within Kenya's law enforcement institutions. Amnesty described Ojwang's death as yet another stark reminder of the urgent need for transparency, accountability, and far-reaching reforms in the police service. This language suggests that Ojwang's case is not isolated, but part of a pattern of concerning incidents involving police custody. The case has gained significant traction on social media, with the hashtag #JusticeForAlbert trending as Kenyans demand answers. Veteran lawyer Paul Might has publicly rejected the suicide narrative, stating in a post on X that the government thinks all it needs to do is spew the lie that you committed suicide in police, and suggesting that this regime has extrajudicially executed other Generation Z activists. The geographical aspect of this case has also raised eyebrows. Ojwang's transportation from Migori to Nairobi for what appeared to be a social media-related offense has led to questions about why local authorities couldn't handle the matter. This unusual procedure has added to suspicions that there may have been more to his arrest than initially disclosed. The family's perspective adds another layer of tragedy to this story. Ojwang's father has described the painful experience of watching his son being taken away in handcuffs by officers who provided minimal explanation for the arrest. The father's account of the arrest being conducted by plainclothes officers who simply stated that Albert had insulted their boss highlights the seemingly arbitrary nature of the detention. The timing of events has also become a focal point for investigators and rights groups. The fact that Ojwang died within hours of his transfer to Nairobi, allegedly while alone in his cell, has prompted questions about the level of supervision and care provided to detainees. The rapid sequence of events from arrest to death has intensified calls for a comprehensive investigation into what exactly transpired during those crucial hours. Legal experts are now watching closely to see how authorities will respond to the mounting pressure for accountability. The involvement of multiple oversight bodies, including IPOA and KNCHR, suggests that this case will receive significant scrutiny. The demand for an independent post-mortem examination is particularly crucial, as it could provide forensic evidence that either supports or contradicts the official police narrative. The broader implications of this case extend beyond the immediate tragedy. It touches on fundamental questions about freedom of expression, police accountability, and the protection of citizens' rights in Kenya. The fact that Ojwang was allegedly arrested over a social media post has raised concerns about the boundaries of acceptable criticism and the extent to which authorities will go to silence dissenting voices. As investigations continue, the pressure is mounting on various institutions to provide transparent and credible answers. The Law Society of Kenya has made it clear that they will not accept the current police explanation without thorough independent verification. Their demand for perpetrators to be held personally responsible indicates that this case could have significant consequences for individual officers if wrongdoing is established. The international attention this case is receiving, particularly from human rights organizations, adds another dimension to the pressure facing Kenyan authorities. The call for reforms within law enforcement institutions suggests that Ojwang's death could become a catalyst for broader changes in how police operate and are held accountable. From Shadowline News, this has been your comprehensive analysis of the Albert Ojwang case, a story that continues to develop as Kenya grapples with questions of justice, accountability, and the protection of citizens' rights. We will continue monitoring this story and bringing you updates as new information emerges. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.